Welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast with another match day watch along, and we are covering the last international friendly before Thomas Tuchel makes his final decision on who goes to the USA, Mexico, and Canada in the World Cup. Obviously, you're at home playing Japan, modding the new home kit. The team's in the tunnel. Mark Gay is the cup today. He is the captain for the evening, the 126th, I believe, England captain in England's history. Ben White starts as well, so that's going to rattle a few people. I'd love to see that. Pickford starts in goal as well. Carl Palmer starts. Foden, leg broken. He's available. And a few others as well, basically. Literally, just waiting for the teams to come out. The teams have been there for the last 2 minutes before I'd be going live. I don't know what the hold-up is, but yeah. It's going to be interesting. Again, is it for the friendly? It's probably going to be dead, and then I'm forward slipping this stream more likely because, hey, that's what England do to me. It was not even when it's not tournaments. This is what England do to you. They put you asleep. So I'm fully braced myself for that one. Seriously, why are we sending the tunnel? Oh, Andy Gordon starts as well. I don't like these jackets the England team are wearing, but it looks like very cheap. And it seems to be coming out to say that. Morgan Rogers as well, there he is. And the usual camera behind the players. Look at us, we're hard. Because okay, it's Easter holidays, right? Week. And it's not a sellout. I got an email from England saying it was a sellout. They sold every ticket. I'm seeing empty seats. A lot of empty seats. Middle tier and upper tier mainly. Yeah, it could be interesting. But yeah, again, I've never, from what I can remember, seen it. Although that's great ITV, well done. I've never actually watched England play Japan, even in the World Cup. Not in the World Cup. We never played them in the World Cup. I've not. What I can remember, that we haven't played them in a friendly setup before. Yeah, I couldn't log in my end on my PC. I tried my end, but didn't. Yeah, it's been a pain in the ass. So I was like, whatever. I'll sort it out later if I get a chance to. I can tell you, technically, I could tell you now, if you bear with me, Gav, if you're there, we've got your laptop or whatever next to you. I can tell you how to do it. One sec. Just go to studio first. But that's not where going, so that's what I'm telling you now. Then we go to, what do we go to now? Oh, there's the content. Live section. Press on said stream. Sorry, my fucking words getting out. That'd be fantastic. Customization. Oh, not customization. Details. The details. There's details. There are details. And it'll be on there. You'll be able to sort it out on there. Hello, Gary. How you doing? I don't like how they've done this in terms of these friendlies. This international. I don't like how they've done it. They've labelled it as a send-off series, even though after the season's done, we're going to have at least 2 games prior to the World before we fight to the World Cup. Hardly a send-off. We've got 2 more games coming our way. But sure, why not? Whatever it is for marketing. Oh, the other big news is Kobe Manu starts as well. O'Reilly, not bad. Less about him, the better. Next. Let's have a look, see if it tells me who's watching from where. I've got one person watching on Twitch. Hello. And 7 people on my channel, 5 on your old channel, Gav. And no, there's no 9 on my channel. Sorry. Okay. I'm not expecting big. To be honest, I'm not expecting big numbers tonight. It's England. It's a family. Let's get goals galore. Speaking of which, I need to get the scoreboard up, so bear with me a sec. The screen's going to go all over the place for a second. There we go. We're going to do this. And voila. And we'll wait for them to come up from the adverts, go kick off. I would say it couldn't be worse than the other night, but I mean, we all know it could be worse. But hey, even though I've said to people who come in and watch, at least we have something to fucking talk about tonight in terms of Tottenham and their or Tottenham hiring a wrong 'un. If you know, you know, and Deserby, if you know, you know. And the Tottenham fans suddenly, or certain Tottenham fans, having selective memories and either justifying what he's said and done in the past 18 months, or completely blanking it, basically, not, nah, never happened. Yeah, and celebrating it. And on the other hand, you've got their support. To be fair, they've got the supporters' trust, the Tottenham supporters' trust, saying, we don't want him. What you're doing, we ain't coming to the games then, you knobheads. Yeah, I'm not, again, I don't like this. I just don't like this this home kit. The collar is so weird. It's trying to do a Nike throwback and all that in terms of back in the 80s when Nike or whatever. With the collar, but then he's like, you got the rounded off collar nearly, and then at the end, he's got the pointy bit at the bottom. Is that what did it make it, what did you want to do? You either bloody go full rounded or you do the open form. The V-neck and have it open a bit more. And Matoma's playing. Apart from that, no. Is the former Arsenal boy playing? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Not can't see the name. Tananka. He's Leeds, but I can't see. Oh, what was he? I can't his name now. I see it, but I can't. Oh, that's him. But no, I can't. Don't see the ex-Arsenal. I say ex-Arsenal. We signed him for commercial reasons and never paid the poor bastard. And we're off. Go here, let's do that. And we're off. Go, go, go. Keep your score predictions in the chat as well, guys. I'll take a 2-0. Boring 2-0. As long as it's got goals, I'll be happy. Don't do what you did the other night, just drag it out to the last 9 minutes and then give us goals at the end. Sound. There we go. That's it, Pickford. Just kick the ball and stand there. Like, do your best impression of Mike Dean. Idiot. All this messing about playing from the back. And yet again, the Toffs section behind the dugouts, even around the dugout, sorry, is completely bloody empty. Nearly. Yeah, it's fine. I'll explain it later. It'll be easy to explain later. Are you on your PC? Are you on your PC, Gav? It's easy because on phone it's a pain in the arse. If you've got your PC or laptop, let me know. Oh dear. I'm already yawning. Fuck me. So I don't like the all white kit. If you have a home kit, especially when Japan are wearing white shorts themselves on the tablet. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll try and sort it out later on my PC then. After we must get off air. Yeah, I'm genuinely. I'm happy. Okay. Yeah, because for some reason on the actual YouTube apps, it's a pain in the ass. They make it so much harder to deal with that sort of things. But yeah, in terms of what Newcastle United said, yeah, I actually am. Why wouldn't I be? six or seven, 6, 7 games to go in the league? 9 points clear? Mm, why would I not be happy? I think league obviously got FA Cup this weekend, but league-wise, we've got Bournemouth at home, the first league game back, then obviously City away. City, for me, the City's the toughest game out of our remaining fixtures, just because it's away from home. And mentally, they've got a bit of an edge over us now over after from the final in terms of that one-off game. But yeah, for me, I don't see that the only way we don't win the league is if we screw it up ourselves. Not because of City's brilliance and nothing like that. I don't see City, even now, I do not see City, and I still hear it from all the fucking rival fans, especially City fans and the media. Oh, well, City, any time now, City are going on a run, and that's it. Once they go on that run, they're unstoppable. I've heard that notion since early December. I'm still waiting for the run to happen for Man City. I think that even if they go on a run now and win every game, we'll still that would obviously mean we'd lose a game. I still believe we would win every other game in and around it. So I'll set Japan on the attack here. It's not a good start defensively from England, by the way. Are we just fucking about England? Those are friendly, but geez. So if you've got spots to fight for here, you're not playing like you think you're going, but you're playing. Oi, 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 how you doing? Scotland playing tonight in any friendlies, or they're playing tomorrow night in the friendly. Out of interest. Seems we're the only two home nations qualifying for the World Cup. We don't have to do any playoffs this international break. It's all friendlies FC for us. Talking of which, I will keep you updated on any updates in the actual playoff final games of who's going where, who's gonna be joining us basically in USA, Mexico, and Canada. But from a Newcastle point of view, if you're still in the chat, thoughts on was it your season going so far? Thoughts on Eddie Howe? Do you think this is one season too far now? Like, is it out of the last 4 seasons? By the end of this season, you had 4 seasons. You had get beat one all bloody hell. Out of 4 seasons now, by the end of the season, 4 seasons, you would have had 2 in the Champions League, 2 out of the Champions League, and every time you've been in the Champions League that season, your form domestically drops off. When you're out of the Champions League, your form picks up. And I think he's got too many favours, Eddie Howe, and it's backfiring. Personally, I wouldn't be honest. Be, again, as you said, you're not in Europe at all as it stands next season. I do think with that happening again for a second season in 3, it's 4. We Champions League, no Champions League, Champions League, now no Champions League, but no European football at all this time round. I wouldn't be surprised if Eddie Howe and Newcastle part ways at the end of the season. I wouldn't be surprised. Hello, Lynn. How you doing? Are you keeping well? By the way, look, I might as well ask. Every time I ask them all that, who are you actually playing? Yeah. Back to this home. Before I get to your question, Gav, this home kit. The fact that can you finish what? I can't exactly listen to you because you're typing. But anyway, moving on. I'm listening to the game, but nothing's happening at the moment apart from England being dodgy at the back. Too casual for my liking. That's what I'm doing. So you film what I was going to do. But yeah, back to the De Zerbi, the question about De Zerbi, Gav. Even more so now. I hope they get relegated now. Even more so. That's again. This was like what we're on today, Tuesday. Yesterday, being your directors and all that. You're doing hiring and all that. You're looking to interview this, that, and the other. You've got someone in mind. It's leaked out who your number one choice is. Your club supporters trust has reached out to you as a collective and said, for obvious reasons, we don't want this person, and this is what, and they've laid it out why. And if you need me to explain it, where have you been, basically? And they still went ahead of it and they're giving a guy that doesn't last more than a year and a half in any job, his entire career, a 5-year contract, where he's got 7 games, his first 7 games at that club, he has to get his philosophy in place straight away, get him playing for him, and get results to keep him up in the Premier League. What could go wrong? And if the worst that happens for them, and they get relegated, they've then got a manager who they're paying £25 million, by the way, on a 5-year contract. And I'm sorry, you're not telling me he's going to stick around if they get relegated. Ivory Coast, bloody hell. Since you qualified, your form dropped off since you qualified, Laura, as well. Scotland. Oh, Czech Republic has scored against Denmark, 1-0. All the other games are 0-0 though, in the other European qualifiers. Cameroon beat China. Australia pumped. We'll try and pronounce that name. Kazakhstan beat Comoros 1-0. Iran won 5-0 against Costa Rica. Norway, Switzerland 0-0. Serbia won 2-1. Slovenia beat Montenegro 3-2. San Marino and Andorra 0-0. Zimbabwe versus Zambia. Zimbabwe won 1-0. And Hungary versus Greece is 0-0, basically. Nigeria beating Jordan as we speak, 2-1. Iceland are beating Haiti, 1-0. Peru, Honduras is 1-1. It's not half time. Or Netherlands are beating Ecuador. If he quits, if Spurs get relegated, he won't get a single penny from Tottenham. Basically, in terms of like severance pay, like in terms of severances and redundancy, what you call redundancy pay, would be a bigger payout is would be him being sacked. Yes, and but see, again, the Zerbi's have got. We've seen how he behaves when he's up, he wants out. He'll force the issue. If they get relegated, within days he'll be forcing the issue. He'll be publicly forcing the issue to get him the sack. I don't know. You might beat Hate. You might beat Hate. You might get 1 win in your group stage now. That's like if. You got what you got. Wait, you got to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning for it, but still. I'm telling you, there's no way. With the ego that De Zerbi has, there's no way he's sticking around for the championship season at the season at the very least with the Knuckle Draggers. Got a corner here for England. Cole Palmer standing over it. Ball in. Guy gets a head to it, gets blocked. Anthony Gordon gets blocked. Guy shoots, blocked. Mainly poor ball. And now back to Pickford. Yeah, I say you'll probably beat Scotland. Not Scotland. Scotland. Yeah, Scotland beat Scotland. You'll probably beat Haiti at 3 in the morning. Brazil will probably bump you, obviously. Who else is it you got in the group, the other team? You might get 4 points if you're lucky. They're saying that. I'm just saying that. The way these groups have been drawn and all that, 4 points could be enough for most teams to get through. I think has Denmark got Casper and I think he's injured. Well, that's what he's claimed last time I heard. He has to have surgery and all that malarkey. He was telling Daddy on Al. He was telling I've got electric shock with my own fucking microphone there. Al. Champions League, the last Champions League night round basic matches we had. He was telling he was working with Daddy, wasn't he? He was like he basically publicly went, "Oh, I've been playing through this injury, now I've got to have surgery for the first time in God knows how long, and I don't know how my body's going to recover because I'm in my 40s now, so this might be the last time I ever play for Celtic." Like, boo fucking who? I can do it. I want to have a look. Well, it's even worse. It's Hamas and the West Ham goalkeeper in goal. It's even worse. Oh dear. Charles. By the way, guys, let us know which channel you're watching us on. Either the Mr. Arsenal podcast, my channel, or Gav's channel, or if you're watching us on Twitch, let us know. Since you're an England Arsenal fan, more so Arsenal. Anyway, yeah. Let me ask your opinion on these pullouts due to injuries. Is it true that it comes to AFC noise? Is times two? No. In terms of the injuries and then, right, this is a thing in terms of in general. Before I get to what happened recently with the Arsenal this international break, player wise, this has been a thing since Sir Alex Ferguson. Even like when I say Sir Alex Ferguson, I mean like the early days of Sir Alex, all the way through his career at United. Pep's done it as well. Klopp's done it. Conte was doing it. Potts was doing it when he was at Tottenham. Not these managers have done it. No one's better than I did. One of Wenger, from an Arsenal point of view, one of Wenger's main weak points was he'd always complain. I mean, I remember in 2001, 2002 season, um, some of our French players were called up for international duty, but had to travel to Australia during that it was like the October international break. They had to travel all the way to Australia for the last game and come back, and then probably come back to England. And they were jet lagged, and he complained about it. And obviously, the performance was absolutely abysmal. They played Blackburn. We fucking drew 3-3. He complained nothing more than that was on it. Let's say he would never do what he called the dark arts of back then Ferguson. What we've seen with Mourinho, Poch, Conte, Klopp, and Pep. Arteta does it for the first time he's ever. I mean, in terms of mass numbers, Arteta's done. Arteta and Arsenal have actually done that. It's the end of the world. It's a disgrace. They're frauds. They should be this. They should be that. Okay, where's this energy for the last 4 or 5 years? Where that's like, yeah, for last 5 years plus, when Pep's been doing it to most of these players, and it is at this particular international window, and more important, more potently, since Haaland's been around at Man City, been putting Haaland out of this international break period. I don't see that same energy towards them. And I say Klopp's done it with these players as well, same period, not a word said. Even when out Henderson's there and all that, this international break, they'd bin it off. Even World Cup and Euro years, they'd do it. Not a word said. Arsenal do it, it's the end of the world. I don't have a problem with it. For as far as I'm concerned, again, from an Arsenal point of view, these are friendlies. If these are qualifiers and meaningful games in that sense, I'd get the frustration a bit, not a lot. I'd be still prioritising my getting our hands on that league title for the first time in 20 odd years. But these are friendlies. These are literally pointless friendlies. We saw on later on, was it the other night against the other game, the England game, the other night, basically. Fucking hell, it was that bad. I can't remember who we fucking played, and it was only a few days ago. But basically, the, the rotation he did for that, the experiment he did for that, which is fine, it's cool. I have no problem with it, experimenting and all that, and trying players here and there, see who wants that. The spots are up for grabs. I don't mind that. And it was clearly obvious. I wouldn't mind. It's not just from an England point of view. It's not just the Arsenal players that have pulled out. Uruguay, that's it. Thanks, Gav. It's not just the Arsenal players from England that have pulled out since the Uruguay game. We've had Ramsdale pull out. He's obviously at Newcastle. Well, 3 or 4 other players from other clubs pull out as well at the same time. Nothing said on them. The only grub anyone's got is with the Arsenal players that are pulled out for international duty. And I'm sorry, this may sound a bit, because I'm having an England game, it's friendly and all that. But I'm club over country. I've mentioned that numerous times on this channel. At the end of the day, these are pointless friendlies. What would you rather? Then play these pointless friendlies, get an actual serious injury that not only potentially screws up the remainder of their domestic season, but lessens their chance of recovery to be ready for the World Cup. Pick your poison. Play them and get injured in a friendly, have them available for the World Cup, where it means more. Peter Densley, you can see Ben White's not good enough, but no one's fucking turned up. I'm not slagging no one off, individual-wise. It's 20 minutes into a game. He scored the other night, by the way. This is another thing, let's jump on Ben White's back, because Southgate claims he didn't know a thing, because he's refused to play for me. There's a reason why he refused to play for you. It's come out since you denied you knew the reason. It didn't come out since you did know the reason. But no one wants to jump on Southgate's back or Steve Holland's back for causing the situation or making it worse publicly. No, it was just jump on the player's back because he's an Arsenal player. I can guarantee you, if Ben White played for any other club in the Premier League and that situation still played out the way it did, but he came back the other night against Uruguay, I can guarantee you he ain't getting the bullshit he gets now. Why is Scotland playing Liverpool? How's that worked? What do you reckon for tomorrow? What, the Champions League second leg? Well, again, I've already mentioned it, but I'm gonna mention it again because Gav's here as well. I'm gonna ram it home. I think we've got one foot in the semi-final. It'll take for me. It'll take an almighty collapse from the girls to not qualify for semi-finals now. We've got certain players coming back as well. Obviously, Steph Catley and Caitlin Ford we've seen at the weekend make their cameo appearances and get their minutes in their legs. Leah's been picked for the England international duty. 1-0 Japan. It's been coming. It's been the better team. It's been coming. The entire defence, including the magnificent Mark Guy, have been absolutely woeful. ball watching at its finest. And we've been caught out on it. The goals, if anyone would have thought it was going to be Japan. But, oh, by the way, Cole Palmer, I'm going to say this for Pete in the chat. Cole Palmer, I don't know what he support, by the way, but Cole Palmer gives the ball away in midfield and then jogs back casually and throws his entire defence under the bus. You're going to call him out and say he's not good enough as well? I don't think he's good enough, but that's not the point. Are you going to do it as well? Are you going to step up and give the same energy towards a non-Arsenal player? Do you think Mana and Palova, Mead or Russo will start in the 10 tomorrow? At the rotation that we had at the weekend, I would lean towards it being more likely would be Russo starting in number 10. Mead, if she starts Mead, will be on the wing. And that's just float every now and then into the 10 to help out if needed. Personally, I don't want to see one of them anywhere near the fucking starting 11, to be honest. I'll be brutally honest with that. Why are we having a water break after a goal's been conceded, by the way? That's again, pathetic for Kobe Mania as well. But Konza doesn't close the fucking player down. It's, oh, put my arm up. Someone else do the job for me. No, Gavin, proving a point. To be fair, I'm blaming him for giving the ball away and just casually just jogging back and doing fuck all to help his team out when giving the ball away. But my point was that you can't come in here, call out Ben White when the entire defence has been lacklustre in this first 24 minutes of the game prior to the goal. You can't do that, and then when someone actually makes a genuine mistake that leads to a goal against us, even if it's a friendly, radio silent. That's my point. But yeah, I don't want to see Peter Marnham anywhere near my Arsenal starting 11 tomorrow. I think that's something me and Laura can comfortably agree on that one. For me, I'd start Daphne in goal, Emily Fox at right back, Lotta and Steph Catley at centre back. I wouldn't throw Leo in as a starter for the first game back. Having them actually squad on the bench, yeah. And if we get the chance to let them come on and have a moment, so to speak. Left back, probably will be Kate McKay, but I would rather we went for someone like Seema. Wait a minute, blank there. Midfield, I'd put Kim Little in alongside Mariona, with Russo in the number 10. Stina up top. Chloe Kelly on one side. And Beth Mead on the other, basically. No, sorry, not Beth Mead, Olivia Smith. Sorry. Olivia Smith, Kelly, Stina. Beth comes on from the bench on the 70th minute mark. Or earlier if needed. What is it? Yeah, it is, Gav. Second leg. This is literally every time we play. This is one concern I've got with these fringe players. They're not taking the opportunity, not just defensively, but literally they've had the chance to get into the box and have a shot off and test the Japanese defence and the goalkeeper. And it's like they get the ball, the second they step into the box, they're like deers in headlights. What do we do? What are we doing? Pass it back. Or, run into the defender and let's lose it anyway. By the way, the atmosphere at Wembley is non-existent. Rock. I'm sorry, the one thing they've got, again, they've been here how many, 20 odd years now we've had the use of Wembley again? Just shy of 20 years maybe. There's something they've got to look into. If they're giving out these tickets for like the seats behind the dugouts to YouTubers and all that sort of thing, and sponsorships and all that. Unless it improves, then actually these people take up the seats properly, fill the seats up properly. Put them somewhere else. Put them in the middle tier. Don't open that up to general Joe public. Rosy's being brave. Because Scotland's still losing to Ivory Coast, Laura, out of interest. Because Rosie's been very brave considering. I just seen a message to me on WhatsApp. But yeah, go back to what you said as well, Laura, about Scotland playing in fucking Liverpool. Who the hell organised that? I thought that was a good idea. Like, as Scots, to come down to England and use basically an English stadium in general, but Anfield instead of the many Scottish stadiums you've got in Scotland. Hampden Park, Celtic Park, Ibrox, to name a couple. Also, what I wanted to ask is, how is it in Scotland, the Scottish National Stadium of Hampden Park is actually a club stadium, a football club stadium for Queen's Park, and they're what? Last time I checked, the League One, or like the Championship or League One of Scotland. How's that worked? How did they ever? How's that even happened? And yet, to have a club have that as a stadium, poor free kick, and but yet they're never in the Scottish Premier League, and they just run. They don't run like the top two clubs in Scotland, basically. Always baffled me when I found that one out. Yeah, so yeah, the two trips we got. Oh yeah, the say go. We've got us and yourselves play at the Bridge tomorrow for the second leg. I think I'm gonna be wrong. I think Man United are playing Bayern tomorrow, second leg, and then the other two legs are on. The other two games are on Thursday. Which I do think is weird in one sense. Just ball watching a lot. They are literally ball watching until it's doing my head in. Actually hurts my head watching this. Uh, Probably not. Because I want to have full focus on our game, Gav. I might do it depending on what happens. Depending on if things don't backfire. If things don't backfire for me and how confident I am for tomorrow's game, and obviously by that definition, Arsenal were to go through to semi-finals fully, I may do do one of the Thursday games. Don't know which one yet, but I may do. Just got pick my poison basically. Well, because it's currently 3-2 Bayern onto the first leg, and he's at Bayern now. So That's going to be interesting as I get cramp in my leg. So slow from England. It is unbelievably painful to watch. Why is Kobe playing like no man's land in the midfield? Like, I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere, but I don't know whether to give me the ball or not. Either way, okay, it's Hill Dickinson, Everton Stadium. But whose idea was that? It's got its HQ to go for the penultimate game before we travel out to the USA in the summer. Let's go into let's not play one of our games in one of the. Oh, what a save! I think that's a save. Great shot from Anderson going in. Great save from the goalie. Zugs, I don't pronounce that. Um, but yeah, Scottish FA went, yeah, this is a good idea. We won't play a game. We'll come away from Hampden Park, but we won't go to Celtic Park, Ibrox, or Hartsley Stadium, or Motherwell, or anything like that. No, no, no. Or Aberdeen, or Hibs, Easter Road, sorry. Won't do that. No, 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 no. We'll go to England and play play in Merseyside. Who do we have to play? Isn't the winner of the Lyon game? I've told you this last week, Gav. Yeah, and currently it's between Wolfsburg and Lyon, and Wolfsburg are 1-0 up after the first leg. So ideally, I mean, we've obviously, as I say, we've played Lyon over 2 legs last year, and we came through that. And it would be the same situation wouldn't it? Of home leg at Arga. If it was Lyon, home leg would be at Arga. His first leg wise. So yeah, first leg would be at Arga, second leg would be at theirs. So in terms of mentally, we'd have that mental edge over them already. Wolfsburg though, yeah, it's not just you. Don't worry, it's not just you. Even I'm thinking that. What the But Wolfsburg though is sort of again they're in the midst of a rebuild. So if they got through, it'd be great for them as a club in the midst of a rebuild. But it would be over the 2 legs. If I'm not getting, I don't want to be too disrespectful, but it would be the easier of the two. Who is staying up till 1 in the morning to watch Brazil versus Croatia? Croatia, sorry. So if you lose 4-0, so we go through, I won't see you then for about a week till the FA Cup. A week? The FA Cup's this weekend, you silly sausage. But again, Gav, I don't know if you know, your girls played on Sunday and only just beat Villa, and you were the home team. And as I say, you only just beat Villa. If you don't know the score, we can tell you the score, but and how the game played out, blow for blow, literally. All I'm going to say is you may have won just in the end, but trust me, it was not a convincing performance. I reckon we batter Chelsea tomorrow. Are you around? Are you back home now, or if you stayed down for the second leg? 4-3. I know. Okay, cool. Well, basically, I still don't get how you're thinking you're going to beat us 4-0 then, Uh, or 3 or 4-0. Because that's what the thing is. You've got to win by 3 clear goals to go through. The 3-1 isn't good enough. 4-2 isn't good enough. Just to ram it home there. And our squad compared to last week is now stronger because we've got to play. We're getting players coming back. It does when you it does when you're in the middle of a Champions League quarter final and you've already lost the first leg 3-1. You need to send a message to sort of a message to us to say we're coming for you, basically. Are we on to our call? Cool, 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 cool. But yeah, Gav, you kind of need to be impressive when you're 3-1 down in the first leg. You're home to Villa in the league. You kind of need to be especially especially when we were impressive the night before against the knuckle draggers, for the most part anyway, and jumped above you briefly in the end. Again, all it's done now, even though you won, all it's done is confirm it. All you got to do is just win all our games in the league. As it stands, our last 5 games in the league, we've got 2 games in hand to cut over you, and we'll finish at least 4 points above you at the very bare minimum. And you've got to play United again. You're at home the last day of the season against them. You should win it, but because you've got anything to play for, basically. You need to learn to defend first, Gav. Sort your defence out first, tighten up there, then worry about scoring goals. By the way, there's also out of 3 goals, I think now, was it? Yeah, first goal was a set piece. That was Steener's goal. Other 2 goals were open play goals. If I'm correct. Yeah. Mm. Tell Gav this Arsenal in the Champions League, Chelsea watching on TV. Oh dear. I do think I need to add, in terms of in the off season, I do need to add 2 stars to me graphics and all the channel stuff and all that. Just for them at home for Gav. Right, of course. Why did I decide to do this? You know, but mainly got back and got. Well, I say they gave away ball straight away then, and then handled it as it came back to them. Oh, Kobe's amazing. Kobe's this. Kobe's the generational. Da 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 da. When he gets an opportunity to play for his country, goes missing. To be fair, Gav, I'm right to be confident in the sense of in the first leg we're at home, we took advantage of our home leg. We're 3-1 up, 2 goals clear, hit the crossbar, Japan. But yeah, 2 goals clear there. You're in a situation where you need to win by 3 clear goals. And defensively, you're there to be got at. Villa showed that at the weekend, for crying out loud. Let alone what other teams have shown recent times. Your defence ain't solid as it used to be. So why can't I be confident? Why shouldn't I be confident? Oh, God. Another Arsenal in the Champions League, Kira's shopping in Sainsbury's. Oh dear. Oh dear. He needs to make some fucking changes at half time. I'm sorry, this is ridiculous. Certain players that aren't performing. Foden needs to be Bowler needs to be hooked off. The bulk of that defence needs to be hooked off because they're just ball watching most of the time. Palmer needs to be hooked off. Because they're offering nothing. We need something, a bit of, I know it's funny, but something for fuck's sake. And that's the thing. That's the worst thing, Gav. You say you need to score an early goal, and we know that we can literally come out and just go 2 banks of 4 or whatever, and just go break us down. Then for the first 15, we could at first 15 to 20, that first block, the first half, we could do what we did. Like we could do what we've done pretty much like most of the season against you in the league at your breath and at the Emirates. We could literally just go right, break us down, frustrate the life out of you, and then start open, and then from the 20th minute onwards, open up and just blitz you basically. Hopefully, people can remember. It was no better, Chris. Don't start this bollocks. It was no fucking better. I remember doing watch-alongs of friendly games like this before under Southgate, and I wanted to fucking fall asleep because of performances like this. So let's not even go there, Chris. Put away your I love Gareth Southgate fucking t-shirt. Because put it this way, Chris. If by some miracle Liverpool were to sack on a slot in the summer, yeah, are you telling me top of your list is Sir Gareth Southgate to replace him? And even if it isn't, if Liverpool hired Gareth Southgate, how would you react? We'll be running around Fulham with our European Cups. Still, what did they get us? Runners up, 2 runners up spots, a quarter final, and a full spot, and fourth place spot in the Russell World Cup as well. Come on, didn't lead to nothing. It didn't. We can't. We've got to stop this glorifying of fucking being the nearly men in this case for the men's team. The nearly men, close, but it's so far. The closest we've been since '66. It would not work. My point in case, and it didn't work for England in the sense of it. We didn't win anything. Got close, but we didn't. We got close twice out of 4. I think now 2018 you did the Russia World Cup. We came fourth out because of the playoffs and all that. Wall runners up in the Euros, quarterfinals in the World Cup, runners up in the Euros again. It wasn't the most exhilarating football either, but the players we had at our disposal, especially in the last Euros, wasn't the greatest football ever. Hello, Catherine. How you doing? Just in time. Gav's here. Deluded Gav's in the chat talking about Chelsea winning 4-0, apparently. I'm baffled. It was not considered a success. For me, in my opinion, no, because it didn't. Yes, okay, you got as close as we've ever been since the World Cup in '66 and the 1990. But did it lead us to? Did it lead the? Did it lead to anything in terms of players grabbing a trophy, be it European or the gold one or the world success, and lifting their armpits? No. So the organised bullshit was for nothing. It might be on East Channel, Catherine. Please. Lost to Iceland, bottom of the yeah, because you're fucking Roy Hodgson for fuck's sake. Yeah, that was an input in terms of going further. That it couldn't get any worse from the from Roy Hodgson's era. It couldn't literally get any worse by not qualifying. He was just another yes man. Yes, okay, you qualified. Yes, we got to the semi-final. We got to the semi-final the first of our scheme, but came fourth overall. Yes, we came runners up at our own. We were co-hosting the Euros, the first one. We went back to we got to quarterfinals in the World Cup, and yeah, so technically the last World Cup was a step backwards. The last World Cup, by the way, just saying. But yeah, we stepped forward and came back to ourselves in the European standings in terms of got to the semi-final, the final again. But then what happened? We lost. What happened in terms of we got a goal, we scored a goal, got a bit of an ascendancy, and then just went, we don't want in both finals, we don't want it. He lost us. He tactically lost us in finals. If he'd won them, at least one of them two finals, I'm not sitting there complaining like I am now. But we didn't need nothing, Chris. This is my point. All it led to was the bridesmaid mentality, the underdog, just the plucky underdog bullshit. With the squad that he had, the football should have been better, and we should have fucking won something. In 4 tournaments, he got 2 bites at the cherry on the European standing and threw it away twice with his own tactics. There's a reason why no bastard in world football is hiring him. He's not even, whenever this, no matter what, up in terms of England, the upper lessons of the league, mid range, the lower reckoning of the league. None of these clubs are looking. He's not top of the list of any of these clubs. And yet Roy Hodgson is still getting hired by Bristol City in the Championship. I've got the interesting 1-0 to Italy put down to 10, but down to 10 men. Italy going, oh, Italy down to 10, are they? Okay, I knew Denmark was winning. And you can go, oh, but he wanted a year off. He's had over a year off since he resigned from England. He's had more than a year off. He's still not considered for any job. Period. At this rate, the England women have won. They have. That's the cold truth. Period. All the men's team have ever won is a World Cup. In '66. The women have won 2 Euros back to back. The women have actually genuinely. The England women have actually won a trophy more than the England men's team. Oh. And now Catherine's going to hope you join the rate and back me up here.
I'm bored. I just got home from work a little bit ago, and then I got done talking with my brother. So little life update for those of you that know my brother and his wife. They have 2 dogs. One of them is Guinness. He's my little nug. My first nephew. He's blind in one eye and had a ulcer in his one eye, and the ulcer burst, so he had to go into surgery, and he had that today. So little man he's an old man actually. He's getting weaned off the anesthesia right now, but a successful surgery. They took out that eye, but he's now just a little happy guy because he's all drugged up. But you know what? He's gonna be pain free in his eye. So, but yeah, got the update from my brother today, and had him be my tech guru because I can't figure some shit out. And his response was what I was thinking I needed to do, which was, have you tried turning it off and back on again? Well, in this case, it's have you tried unplugging everything and plugging it back in? Because it is my sound bar issue. Remember, it was at Saturday, Sunday. Oh no, we were watching some game. Laura was on, and I had absolutely no sound. Yeah, it's my sound bar. It wants to be on.
What was it?
It wants to be on like Bluetooth instead of on TV. So I have to continuously, or on aux, I think, instead of TV. So I have to continuously change that, which I was thinking the resolution was to unplug and plug back in. But you know what? You might not be getting me tomorrow, so you're going to get me today.
That's fair enough. I've got Lord Smiles.
No, I'll probably end up being in the chat at some point, but going into the office tomorrow and probably working in the office until 3:00, which is kickoff time, and then come home and continue to work. I might just work with my laptop in my lap and be watching me talking to you guys and the game on the TV. Nothing like multitasking. This is the first time that I have actually seen World Cup commercials come through. Has been since this international break has started.
Well, this is it now. I mean, Scotland to lose to Ivory Coast, by the way.
Oh damn! Where am I going?
Scotland. According to law, not even playing in Scotland. They're playing in fucking the Everton Stadium.
What channel is this on for you?
ITV1. Oh, Sweden are winning. I wonder if Ilka scored. Nope. Did he get an assist at least?
Let's see.
Nope. But, Sweden winning 2-1 against Poland. The Kosovo versus Turkey still 0-0. And Czech Republic are still beating Denmark 1-0.
Well, this is stupid. Apparently, you can only watch ITV in the app and not on the browser.
Oh, okay.
I guess unless you create an account. But thank you for the suggestion, Laura. I tried. It didn't like me. It said download the app, and then you can't download the app.
It's all right. You could be Scottish. So you don't like me saying it, but I'm a quarter Scottish. So don't like me saying it, but it's true. Facts, not fiction.
Let's see. What would Catherine's 23andMe say? according to the last conversation I can remember with my mom. It's like probably at least 70% German, maybe like 15 to 20% Irish, and then the rest is mixed in there. I think there's some links to Poland. Yeah, mostly was that Western Europe? No, shit. No, mostly shit. Where's Germany? Like, what is like in totality of the continent of Europe? Is Germany just is Western, Central, Eastern? Because Northern is like going to be your Norways and Swedens and the Nordic countries. It's like, would Germany be considered Central European?
Yeah, say so. Oh, double check it a bit. But...
I'm trying to think of my geography here.
So yeah, I'm primarily Norway, Sweden's, and Denmark, so that's Scandinavia.
Yeah, there's Central, Eastern Central.
Yeah.
Probably depends on what part too. But I don't think there's any French or Spanish or English. I think it's Ireland and then Central European countries is how I think trace my origins back to. I could take a 23andMe, but I don't know about you. I don't want to spend, was it like $150 on the kit? Let's see what they're going for. Chris saying Germany should be West, surely.
Because obviously it was known as West Germany back in the day before the Berlin Wall and all that.
I was going to say there's East Germany and West Germany, or was it Germany and West Germany?
No, it was, was the West Germany dominant.
What part of...
All my time, anyway.
What part of Europe is Germany? Central Europe, says Google. Germany is bordered by 9 countries: Denmark, Poland, and the Czech Republic to the east. Sorry, Denmark to the north, Poland and Czech Republic to the east, Austria and Switzerland to the south, and France, Luxembourg, Belgium, and the Netherlands to the west. From a political standpoint, Germany is considered predominantly Western European. From a political, economical, and cultural standpoint. Geographically is where I was kind of thinking more than like the political climate or economical climate. Oh, that's what I was going to look up. I was going to look up the London weather for the day. You guys actually have some pretty good temperatures, not going to lie. I meant like hella humidity and kind of gross feeling.
I can go from our end, 1 sec.
I had a high of 22 today, but it's
it's 13 at the moment. Well, where I am, it'd be 8. Highest it'll get to, highest it's been apparently is 18 at some point. I don't know, didn't feel it. 13 over the weekend. Highest will be over the week. Going over the weekend, it'll be 14 as it stands. So a bit of rain, but air pollution is low at 2.
Okay, this will tell you how crazy the Michigan weather can be. Today's forecast was just in temperatures, a low of 7 and a high of 22. Tomorrow, it's a low of 2 and a high of 9. So, yeah. But then don't worry, Thursday it's going to be a low of 2 but a high of 21. And Friday it's going to be a low of 7 with a high of 17. And don't worry, we're going to get back down into the negatives on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week. Yeah.
Sounds like that. Yeah, humidity here is at 81%.
What is my... Where's my humidity? Mine's at 80%. It's not too dissimilar there. I think a big thing is that from a longitude line, we're not that far apart longitudinally. It's not like I live in Alabama and you live in London. It's because what would Alabama be kind of equivalent to? This is cool. You're getting geography tips and tricks here, folks. Alabama is like Morocco, Western Sahara Desert, that kind of longitude line. Can I get the... No, I can't. Dang it. So that'll kind of tell you.
Summarize, like, yes, it's half time, but we're losing. But yeah, it's that boring. We're talking humidities and weather temperatures.
All right, let's see. Around the live games right now, along with games that have finished, Italy are up 1-0 with a goal in the 15th minute, and then Bastoni got sent off in the 42nd minute with a straight red card. Let's see. The commentary on this on FootMob says Donnarumma's goal kick is headed back towards him by some player. The visitors are playing such a high line, and Memic races Bastoni to the ball. The Italian comes out second best and lunges into a sliding challenge, which brings down Memic, who is running in on goal without hesitation. Turpin brings out the red card, and Italy are down to 10. So it sounds like last man standing foul. Czechia are up 1-0 over Denmark. Second half has just kicked off. Kosovo and Turkey is 0-0 at halftime. Sweden and Poland 2-1 to Sweden. Victor is starting, or he did start. Let's see. It's the World Cup qualifications. Earlier today, Cameroon beat China 2-0. They did get a red card in the first minute of stoppage. Australia beat Morocco 5-1. Kazakhstan beat Comoros 1-0. Liberia drew to Libya 2-2. There was a red card in that game, and for Libya, and Libya scored their 2 goals after the red card. Montenegro lost 2-3 to Slovenia. Norway versus Switzerland was 0-0. Erling Haaland came off in the 63rd minute and had an absolute blank of a game. He did not get a single shot off in that game and only had 16 touches in those 63 minutes. So, I've seen those stats before, and people have come at our striker for putting up stats like that in a game. But when Erling Haaland does it, it's completely fine. Sorry, this is international football, not club. San Marino drew 0-0 to Andorra. Serbia beat Saudi Arabia 2-1. Hungary and Greece drew 0-0. Haiti drew to Iceland 1-1. South Africa lost to Panama 1-2. Benin is currently beating Guinea 1-0. It's almost full time there. Morocco are up 2-0 over Paraguay, about 3 minutes plus stoppage there. Peru is beating Honduras 2-1, almost full time there. 54th minute, Algeria versus Uruguay 0-0. Ivory Coast is beating Scotland 1-0, 60th minute. Austria is drawing to South Korea 0-0. Second half just started. The England game just started. They're currently losing, as you can see by the score there. Ireland are drawing 0-0 to North Macedonia in the 49th minute. Netherlands drawing 1-1. The Netherlands goal was an own goal. Ecuador scored a penalty, but there was a red card by Denzel Dumfries in the 12th minute, and halftime is about to start. Second half is about to start for that game. Where was I at? Netherlands. Slovakia are beating Romania 2-0. Ukraine are beating Albania 1-0. Wales are drawing to Northern Ireland 1-1. Senegal are drawing to Gambia. Second half has just started in most of those games. Spain versus Egypt 0-0. Halftime just started, and David Raya is in goal. And Mosquera is starting as well. Raya has faced 3 shots, only one of them on target, and no corners for Egypt. So doesn't sound like a terribly taxing day for him in the first half, with only having to make the 1 save. Let's see. It was a diving save. He's had 2 throws and 11 touches. So not a super heavy work day for him. And yeah, that's really all we care about. We don't need to go into the Asia Cup qualifications unless you want me to, but that's a lot. I know that second half is kicked off. Sorry, I'm just reading Laura's comment.
About the playing, they're not listening to the World Cup last year. Well,
do you think that the game would be having a different outcome if the 8 players that they let go were still, like, if they were a part of the squad? Like if Declan Rice and Noni Madueke and Rice, Saka, Madueke. I'm seeing if he's on the bench. Cole Palmer. Oh wait, no, he's on the pitch. Harry Kane. Did he go home?
No, on the bench.
He is?
Yeah.
I'm blind. I'm not seeing him on the bench.
I'm going by what they're just showing on the screen, unless he's not on the. Might not be on the bench. I don't know.
He's not on the bench to play, but he might be on the bench sitting by the players. But
yeah.
no Harry Kane. That's this is interesting. This is my first time seeing the lineup, and I also cannot watch the game. So according to FootMob, the best players on the pitch for England have been Anderson and Mainu. The worst player is the worst outfield players. Morgan Rogers and Cole Palmer. Actually, no, just updated. Cole Palmer is now the worst outfield player, according to FootBall.
Don't tell Gav
that. Yeah. This is an interesting lineup. Why is Phil Foden playing as your striker?
Genuinely have no idea.
Now, Laura.
So I just sort of call out Liam for his international breaks. He likes to play for a country more than
I mean, she's not wrong, but
I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed in the sense of he hasn't played since the last international. She hasn't played at all for Arsenal, and that Serena's gone. Well,
no, I think since last international break, she's maybe played 2 games. One of them was her return to injury, and then the next one was 90 minutes, and then she's been out since. I think in terms, all right, so something that I found interesting is I was going through the different dates and stuff. So England plays Spain in 14 days. 14 days from today is England versus Spain. And that is the first game of the international break. Between now and 14 days, there is 2 games for 3 clubs, English clubs, as far as I'm aware. The Champions League and the FA Cup.
Yep.
So I don't know their schedule, but I will not wager real money with you guys, but I will wager coins with you, I guess. I can almost guarantee it that there is going to be some form of Spanish domestic cup or league game next week, Wednesday.
Yeah.
And why is there no rearranged fixture for does the international camps, do they really need, was it 10 days before your first international game to meet up? Because it is now a known that no matter what happens, Chelsea or Arsenal will need to have their April fixtures rearranged.
Yep.
That is a guarantee. And I think they royally screwed up the scheduling. Like, you knew Club World Cup schedule got released. That Leicester game needed to be rearranged. You could have done that in the first half of the season. Yep. If not, you could have done it at the beginning, right after the Christmas break. You could have done that there. The Brighton game, that was weather related and poor shit there. I guess we can't really control that, but between after the international break gets over on, was it like April 19th or something, to the end of the season, which is a month later, the WSL is done. A month after the April international break is over. Arsenal, if they go through in all of their competitions, Arsenal will be playing games every 3 to 4 days. And you're telling me that this was the best possible solution, that the Leicester game had to be played and waited to be rearranged until the last 2 weeks of the season, and that you couldn't schedule something so that you played the game Wednesday, you played some WSL game on Wednesday, and after that game on Wednesday, you then went home to go pack your bag to get ready for international break, where your first game was 7 days after that. Because I almost guarantee you that there is some sort of game, women's game being played next week Wednesday. I'm looking it up to see if that's true or not. But I've seen it before in international breaks. Is that like the Spanish domestic league? Well, Liga F, they already play. There's what, 22 teams, 24 teams in that league, so they already play more domestic league games than Arsenal. But then they still have the two cups, cup competitions that they're in, very similar to England with the Subway Cup and the FA Cup. So I'm looking this up. Pardon my rant here, folks. You're stuck with it. Oh, wow. Actually, surprisingly, no. Nothing on Wednesday.
Again, like you say, going back to the Leicester one, like they're known from day dot in terms of when the fixtures dropped. This is a situation in terms of the Women's Club World Cup. They waited and waited and waited. It was literally like a week before the tournament got underway, before they announced that the FA announced they're postponing the game. Like, and then obviously, as you say, the Brighton thing happened.
Yeah, because were they seriously unaware that for the Club World Cup, which got announced, what was it, like 2 weeks after the Champions League, that hey, this is actually happening. These are the dates. Like, were they that unaware to know that yes, we are saying the final is taking place on that Sunday, but hey, we're also doing, a third place game. Like did they not know that? Like did was it FIFA just decide at that point in time, 2 weeks before the mini tournament started, that they were gonna do a third place match? Because in my mind, the assumption should be that I feel like they should have fixtures or dates earmarked to be like, oh, they advanced in the Champions League, or they could, or we have two English teams facing each other. What are potential dates that they could be moved to? What are potential dates we could rearrange fixtures to if the pitch is waterlogged, if there's mini competitions that are happening within the season? Earmark those days at the beginning of the season. Maybe that's just me having maybe too much brain power working right now as a fan and thinking about everything, because like you think about it, and I think a lot of people are aware that Leah Williamson has made comments during interviews saying, yeah, you're overworking us. The schedule that you have set up is not conducive to player welfare. And then they go and do this, where I looked at it earlier today. If Arsenal make it to every single final, which at this point is just the FA Cup and Champions League, plus their remaining league games, and I'm going to count in this weekend, or the I think it's starting at the Southampton game, starting from Southampton to the end of the season. There's 12 games, potential of 12 games. And the season ends May 16th, somewhere around there.
About, yeah.
Yeah. So as far as I am aware, the WSL started like 3 weeks later than what it did last year. And then I think last year was championship weekend, because the women were playing on May 24th, and then the men were playing on May 25. And that was final match days. So what was so different from last year to this year in the scheduling, and I think part of it was international breaks. Wait, shit, is it Southampton? Are the women? Oh God, I am losing my mind, Laura.
The men are playing Southampton on Saturday. The girls are playing Bristol City.
Bristol. That's
on
I see.
Sunday.
I have too much shit in my calendar. I'm sorry. So starting, I've looked at the men. The men have 15 games, potential of 15 games left in the season. The women have 12. But it was both starting this weekend, I think.
Mm.
Right? Yeah. Brighton. Not Bristol, Brighton. But you know what? It's FA Cup weekend. Oh, actually, would you look at that? We were talking about 23
Brighton,
and me
sorry,
earlier.
my fault, Brighton, sorry.
Yeah. We were talking about 23andMe earlier. It is on sale. The big spring sale off of Amazon. It's 60% off. So instead of $200, it's $80. I don't need a 23andMe though.
Oh, Poland 2, Sweden 2, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that, and then it just kept on talking. It was a goal that was going under review.
Oh, Turkey
Turkey has scored 1-0 there. Oh, there's some boring games today. Oh, ooh, an interesting one. It kicks off in just under 3 hours. USA versus Portugal.
What time's that?
3 hours from now.
Is it in your over in the States?
Yeah, that's why I'm like not gonna say 7 o'clock because I'm not gonna try and do that math. So 3 hours from now, which is what, midnight.
For me, yeah.
Yeah, it's being played at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia.
I just got to respond to Rosie 1 second. The WhatsApp.
Hi, Rosie. Hi, Rosie.
Catherine says hi, but I'm saying, are you sure you want to keep going with me in terms of poking the bear head? Considering your team's losing to Ivory Coast in Goodison, not in Goodison, but the Hill Dickinson Stadium. You're not even playing. You're not even play. Yes, Scotland, but you're playing in England. Come on
um,
now, have some self-respect.
I was gonna ask why are they not playing in their home country,
I have no
or
idea.
are they not the home team?
We did a home team going by a sport like my app and all that. Did that class as the home team? We're double checking now. Yeah, no, no, no. Ivory Coast are classed as a home team apparently.
Oh, that's probably why it's being played in England then, calling it neutral territory.
Mm-hmm. Guess who scored for Ivory Coast?
What?
Guess who scored for Ivory Coast though?
I don't even know the. Oh, I see that now.
Yeah, it would be a former Arsenal player. Hey, Laura.
March 28th. Yeah, it looks like it was probably played out of player travel welfare because so Ivory Coast played South Korea on the 28th. They played it at Stadium MK.
Oh, okay.
And let's see, Austria is hosting South Korea. I'm making sure. What the fuck? Wait, never mind. I'm looking at the wrong thing there. Yeah, so South Korea traveled from to England and then England to Austria. Ivory Coast traveled to Milton Keynes and now north.
Watching this game, yeah. Worst free kick ever.
Oh, Bosnia made a mistake. Italy are on the counter. So 1v1 with the keeper. Oh, he goes high. Oh, dude. He just needed to keep that down just a little bit. Yeah, Bosnia made a huge mistake. They've been pressing so high since Italy went down to 10. I don't think Italy have gotten the ball out of their defensive half much. Anything exciting happening in that England game?
Literally nothing. Had a free kick on the end of the box, and Morgan Rogers smashed it into the wall, basically.
He sky it.
I just smashed it into the wall and it went out for a throw-in.
Fantastic. Don't worry, that could be what you're looking forward to come.
June, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so Ben White came off for Livermento. Solanke came on for Foden. Lewis Hall came on for Nico O'Reilly, and Jared Bowen came on for Cole Palmer. Those were all in the 60th minute. All right, I'm trying to see if I can. No, I can't. Dang it. What are you saying this is being?
Yeah, BX says Calafiori and Yorkers should come back. Well, Calafiori as it stands, yeah. Yorkers, it's 2-2 at the moment. So we need that to sort itself out quick.
Italy. Where are you, Italy? Where's the red card? Oh my god. Oh, this is a qualifier. Damn. All right.
Yeah, all these games are basically the winners of these the Italy game, the Sweden game, the Turkey game, and the Czech. The winners of them games go to the World Cup.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. So Calafiori is still on the pitch. I was seeing if he started or if he was coming in off the bench. Let's see. Victor is still on the pitch as well. Yeah. If you compare him to Holland today, who came off in the 63rd, what minute is it? It is the 68th minute, so 5 more minutes on the pitch so far. He has 5 more touches than Holland and has as many shots, which was 0. So how do you go from getting service to get a hat trick to like seemingly not getting any?
We'd have to ask him. What I did.
Ask him for a friend.
Well, he goes to the final. Fucking said about that he won the World Cup, so.
All right, what's your score prediction for tomorrow? Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna make it even more interesting. Let me get to tomorrow, and then actually, Women's Champions League. We're gonna make it even more interesting. Fixtures, come on. Bayern Munich against Manchester United. Aggregate score is 3-2 to Bayern. Either who wins the game / who advances, or your score prediction for that.
Bayern advance, and I think they win 3-0 on the night. So 6-2 on aggregate.
Skipping ahead to Thursday, Barcelona versus Real Madrid, 6-2 to Barcelona on Ag.
I wonder. Yeah, Barca go through again. That's obvious. 3-0, 4-0, 4-0. I'll go with.
Lyon versus Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg are up 1-0 on Ag.
It's an interesting one. I'm going to go for the outside and say Wolfsburg progress, but just by the skin of their teeth, 1-1 on the night, 2-1 on Ag.
All right. I respect that. And the big one, Chelsea versus Arsenal. 1-3 is the aggregate score to Arsenal. In case you didn't know.
Arsenal progress 2-1 Arsenal on the night, 5-3 on aggregate. I thought they're 5-2 on aggregate, so 5-2.
I can very much see Bayern completely dominating at home. And them winning, I'll say 3-0. I think same as you. Barcelona, they won't need to do much in the sense other than to defend, but I still think they're going to get at least 3 goals in that game. 3. I'll say 3-1. Caicedo will get one. And then
Goal Denmark.
Wolfsburg. I think they're going to try and go out early and get a second goal to get a little bit of comfort. And then I think Leon will end up winning the 92-1. We'll go into extra time. I could actually see that game going to penalties. If it came down to it, I could see it going down to penalties. And I hate to say it, I don't think that Wolfsburg have the keeper to make it out of the penalties. And then Arsenal Chelsea. There was a little special stat that I saw, so I'm going to go 4-1 Arsenal.
See, Gav has gone 4-0 Chelsea. I think, Gav, I need to know what you're smoking or eating or drinking. Let us know.
I would like to know when the last time Arsenal conceded 4 goals was.
Back in the last season, we qualified for in the league or in general?
Just in general.
Yeah, probably. I can't guarantee it. I can't remember now. But I'd say it's probably in the months that took from the second leg after the aftermath of the second leg of the semi-final, the Champions League, and the final itself. Maybe Villa or Brighton, I can't remember now. But we still scored in them games as well. Let's not get it twisted, by the way.
Wait, let me rephrase it this way. When was the last time that Arsenal was outscored by three or more goals?
Oh, ages then. You're looking at a long time.
Because that's what Chelsea need to do. They need to outscore Arsenal by 3 goals.
Minimum of 3, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Liam will be back on the channel the next couple of weeks. He's just got obviously taking a bit of a break in terms of the international break, and then this first week back, working on work commitments and all that. But he'll be back in the aftermath of the Bournemouth game onwards. Oh dear.
Oh.
So we've made a lot of. We've made subs. We're doing more. We're on the ball a bit more, but we're doing nothing with it. Let me give it away.
Netherlands are still holding off Ecuador 1-1 there, with the Dutch down to 10. Van Dijk came off at halftime. The midfield timber is still on the pitch. Ecuador. Did Hincapié leave international camp?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that would be why I'm not seeing him anywhere then. Yeah.
Part of the reason why the English media's been attacking Arsenal, Arsenal international break. Hey, how many players are you coming back are injured that you've sent out? They've not played or da 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 da. I'm like, sorry, Nonny's in the fucking leg brace, leaving Wembley the other night. Capier got challenged and he had to go off. Yeah, he was walking off, but he still had to go off, and he's pulled out since then. And the others are carrying knocks going into the international break. But yes, again, we have to send our players to these fucking camps to get them confirmed, or they get sent back home.
You will be happy to know that David Raya has added 3 touches since halftime.
Woohoo!
It is the 57th minute, 58th minute, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
England are on a dangerous attack. They have a corner. It goes in, it goes out for another corner. I found out a way to watch the game, guys. It's called betting apps. And a shot on target. And a shot on target. And the keeper saves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Germany away kits, I'm really loving. Oh, Donnarumma with a massive save to keep it at 1-0 to Italy. It was a massive save in the sense of keeping it as an Italy win, but it wasn't extraordinary acrobatics or anything of the sorts.
Yeah, in terms of Germany kits, Adidas make their kits, and obviously Adidas is German, and they don't miss. They don't mess about.
Mm-mm.
We had Umbro back in the day, and we left them for Nike. Nike's been ever since we got to Nike. Nike have completely and utterly lost the plot. Like again, when Nike was with Arsenal, they used to do some nice kits, but not anymore. Speaking of which, have you seen Arsenal's home kit for next season? Not a fan of it then. But yeah, because if you've seen it, if you haven't, I'll put it up on the screen.
Is it like actually, or just rumored?
But at this point, going by the images, it's pretty much confirmed. It's
Done and dusted.
We're just waiting for the official confirmation now.
No, maybe it will grow on me when I actually see it on a player, but I was not a fan of it just hanging.
My thing is bloody burgundy, like the red cone, or even call it. Arsenal called it red cone, red and white. The main thing I don't like is the fucking bit at the back with the white sort of thing there. I'll show it again. At full time, I take the timer off here. I'll get it up on the screen for you all. They mess up the Scotland.
I forgot what the badge even looks like. So, what am I looking at?
I think we need to go budget Umbro. I want to go Hummel. Leave it at Denmark, but Umbro. Anything's better than Nike at this moment in time, to be honest. But that's another thing I don't like, the red and white badge. Yeah, I don't like that either. Since they've gone with the year of the cannon and come back from that, the red and white badge with the home kit. Like, why are you so against having full colour badge, basically? All of a sudden.
No, wrong.
No, basically, no, it's red and white in general, Gav. But on the collar, it's got like, in terms of patterning around the collar, there's like instead of being red and white in the collar itself, it's white, red, and like the red currant mixed through like all the way through, all the way around basically. And then on the collar, on the sleeves as well. Again, I'll show you. We've got new sleeve sponsor. Everyone hates apparently. Look.
Yeah, I love it. Nick put out, I hope none of our lads go to the World Cup for England. All this Arsenal hate from English fans deserves this result tonight and then some.
Hmm,
Keep your Palmer and Foden, see what that brings you.
exactly. Gav didn't like me earlier because I called out Cole
Palmer.
Palmer for being at fault for the goal basically. Oh, you're blaming the Chelsea player again? Well, fucking, he's the one that lost the ball in midfield and then just.
Wait, let me. Have I been watching Home Alone recently? No, but I have. I did see a clip of why can't I think of his name? The actor. He was
Kevin
doing an
McAllister.
interview and he was like, "Oh, sometimes with our kids, we'll put on the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, and London Tipton will come on, and they'll be like, "Oh, look, that's Mama," and then we put on Home Alone, and they don't put two and two together that that's me as a child, and then sometimes when I open up old family albums with my brothers in them, and start going through them, they'll be looking at them and being like, "Oh, that looks like Kevin." So that is the most recent interaction that I have with Home Alone, and I don't know why I have that song stuck in my head, that little tune stuck in my head. What was I looking up?
I've no idea.
Going to Foot Mob. Scotland full time 1-0 to Ivory Coast. So Scotland lost it. Where is England? There is England. Lineups, and we'll go to Cole Palmer, who came off in the 60th minute.
There's a weekend team he put out game assist. Game assist who's experimenting and players aren't taking the opportunity, put it that way.
Surprisingly, all right. So I was seeing like sometimes they'll have in as part of the stats that like errors that led to goal or errors that led to goals. That is not part of the Cole Palmer stat. But I will take your word for it that if he messed up and Japan capitalized on it, then
Yeah, he had the ball in mid. He had literally had the ball in the centre circle in the midfield, lost it, and then just stood there, and everyone else was like, "Oh, what?" And in the place of start 3 or 4 seconds, the ball's in the back of the net.
Laura, I did send you something on Twitter just now. Oh, Bosnia equalized.
Oh,
1-1.
so apparently, I've seen some build up today, and apparently the Italians are very cocky, thinking they'd wrap this up, no question, no doubt.
Yeah, the apartment buildings around the stadium, massive flares going off in them. I just sent you what I just saw over on X. To be honest, though, Bosnia have had like all of the possession in the second half. Second half stats. Yeah, 76% possession, 8 shots,
Bloody
3 on
hell.
target. They just got their goal, 4 corners, all in the second half. I think it's other bullshit, gamer sister, because you aren't seeing any of the other teams' players that they've pulled back or that have returned from international duty, like John Stones. He was with the England squad. He left. He's not getting like not seeing anyone complain about him, because like it's not only that it's Arsenal players, it's that they're leaving. It's I think it was, who is it, Cundy Talk Sport, I don't know. They were going off on it, and I've seen it multiple times, and I don't even know who the true source of it. But saying that, like, if a player leaves international duty early for a non-injury injury, then they should be suspended for their first game back with their club.
Joke.
Okay, Tuchel just verified that Saka and Rice were seen by the English medical team,
And
that they were already like carrying slight knocks into that camp, and instead of playing them with slight knocks, I'm just going to assess you and we'll say, yeah, no, there's no point in you playing or staying because we aren't going to play you on Tuesday. And the other players, it honestly, some of this shit honestly could have been, the international managers saying, hey, so for our next game, we actually aren't going to play you, so we're just going to send you home. It could have been, I mean, the fact, like, England, released 11 players?
Yeah, yeah.
And, like, I think I saw that Aaron Ramsdale's name was on the list. He was probably told, hey, we aren't going to play you on Tuesday. You can either stay here or you can go home. Up to you. It also could have been, because this is essentially the last international break before the World Cup, hey, we aren't going to play you on Tuesday. You also aren't going to be a part of the World Cup squad, so you can either stay here or you can go home. It's up to you. It could have been something like that as well. I don't know. We don't know those conversations.
Also, what's the point of Harry Kane being called up if he's not going to play? Again, he's probably given an option as well. He decided to stay put just because some respite.
Isn't he the captain?
He is, but as I say,
like if he was on the pitch, he would be the captain.
Yeah.
I mean, and maybe from a Harry Kane point of view, he was not anywhere close to the bench on, was it Friday?
No,
whenever that England game was, and then he was probably told. He probably had this is me just speculating. I'm gonna guess that he had a conversation with Tuchel, and just said,
Victor scored. Sweden.
I'm gonna guess that between the two of them, they had conversations about, hey, what are your plans for Tuesday, and everything that goes along into that.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. This is 2 hours old, but Mark Skinner confirmed that Elizabeth Turlin, who was just announced as being part of the Norway squad, remains out for tomorrow's Champions League quarterfinal second leg. We have no new players back and no new injuries to add to the group. It came a little bit too soon for Turlin, so we'll see. So we'll be without her tomorrow. She is another one of those players that plays for United, plays very little club minutes, and then like plays a lot of minutes for her country. And I saw something that it's it's like a list of all of the players that Skinner has brought in over the last 5 years that he's been the manager at United.
Yeah.
And he's not bringing in bad players. He just doesn't know how to manage that team.
No.
But you know what? Maybe he can go be the backup for go from women's football to men's and go be an assistant coach for Michael Carrick. Laura's asking, will Leah Williamson get the same treatment when she pulls out? No, people will say she doesn't deserve to be captain.
You trust me, getting that.
That's what they're going to end up saying. What I really hope for is that, yes, she was announced to be part of the squad, but she's more there, like being the feature face, much like Harry Kane was. First game, even though it's against Spain, she's still coming back from injury, and probably not going to be playing 90 minutes against Brighton on Saturday, whenever. I don't know. At this
Sunday
point.
for the girls. Sunday.
Probably not going to be playing 90 minutes against Brighton. At least that's my guess. Because it doesn't even sound like she could. She may, like, I'm thinking like maybe a 5% chance of her even featuring on the bench tomorrow. What I hope it is that she might be listed as a bench player against Spain. Just like get the camaraderie, get everything, get the blood flowing. And the players coming off of the bench and everything. I know it's against Spain. I know it's against the reigning world champs, and this is for World Cup qualifiers. But like, again, player welfare, player management should be taken into. Oh, Bosnia almost scored. Player welfare and player management needs to actually be studied and considered in the women's sports. Because, like, are you seriously telling me that if I mean, we saw it. Like, apparently Declan Rice was carrying an injury, essentially into the England camp. Was assessed, said no for the first game. I'm trying to think of those that are coming back from long-term injuries. Like, you don't see that on the women's side. They all just complain.
No, exactly. Literally just under 2.5 minutes after this game, by the way.
What?
But in the England game, 2.5 minutes left. Fans are literally, by the way, the last 10 minutes been walking, just leaving, going, they've been like, yeah, done our bit now, bye. Turkey is still winning 1-0, by the way, 89th minute.
Victor was just caught offside in the 3rd minute of stoppage. They've got about 60 seconds left there. They'll be going to extra time between Czechia and Denmark. Extra time in the Bosnia-Italy game. Unless someone gets a winner here.
Yeah. Donnarumma's been booked, by the way, as well.
What?
Donnarumma got booked as well after the goal.
Oh, yeah. See, I saw that the ref was talking VAR, which I think it's Trossard's cousin. I didn't see the card actually come out, but I think it would be absolutely insane to have your keeper get booked, and then you're down to 9.
And that's that. England lose to Japan 1-0.
I don't like the lineup that England put out.
He experimented and certain players basically players in general just didn't.
I mean, maybe what Tuchel was doing is not so much of it's a friendly, not so much playing the game with the intention to win it, but to play the game to see. I have 18 players, and I have 18 players as part of my World Cup list, and I need 5 more to get to 23. Who am I looking at? And maybe that's what this game was more than anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that's what it's felt like in these 2 games. To be honest, like who wants it? Who's good enough to take over to the States, Canada, and Mexico?
Yeah, because I mean,
did a job
The
for us,
next international break is the end of the season in June. The friendlies start in June, and then the two send off games that essentially each team has or whatever. Then it's World Cup. So these friendlies that England were playing in this window, I think were more like these sussing out. I've got my primary squad, but I still have a few more that I need to iron out and be like, yeah, this is who I want to bring in, and this is who I don't.
full time in Sweden, by the way. Sweden have qualified for the World Cup under Graham Potter. Your Curs will be at the World Cup.
Italy are struggling to get through.
Yeah, just waiting for the other games to. Yeah, first half of extra time's underway in Czech. But will be soon anyway. Czech Republic versus Denmark. Kosovo's still literally in injury time. Kosovo 0, Turkey 1. And as you say, yeah, Bosnia. I saw that what you sent me. What you sent me. I was like, that's commitment. That's intense.
Yeah.
So yeah, especially Yorker's getting a winning goal to send them there. That confidence-wise, like BX mentioned earlier, it was a 2-2. Like confidence, he'll be full of beans hopefully coming back now.
Yeah, he knows. He's done more in this window than Erling Haaland.
Yep.
Four goals in 2 games. I don't even think Haaland had a goal in the first game. All right, so Victor's first shot of the game was the goal.
Oh my God.
He had where is it? He had 23 touches. So not terrible. Let's see if let me go to player profile. Go to matches. Let me take the last Premier League game. Yeah, the last Premier League game was against Everton, and he came on in the 61st minute. So in 30 minutes, for Arsenal's Premier League game, 12 touches. The 89 minutes that he played against Leverkusen, he had 2 shots, 34 touches. The EFL Cup is going to be absolute garbage. He even had 18 touches in 90 minutes for the EFL Cup, so Carabao Cup final. Let's see. Where is it? Yeah, Haaland had 23 touches in the Carabao Cup and 2 shots. Both of them were off target. Victor had no service and had no shots in that game. Getting 2000 Brazil 2000. Will Isak be back for June? I'm gonna guess no. I don't think he'll be. I don't think he'll be fully. I don't think he'll be full fitness.
No,
I don't think he'll be 90-minute fitness.
I don't think it will be there.
Let's see. Oh, what the fuck? Hold on.
And it'll be good for the 6th and fastest some of that. It probably won't.
Why?
Could be wrong.
Why?
What's happened?
Oh, that's stupid. David Raya got subbed off in the 62nd minute. If you're gonna make a keeper sub, make it at halftime. I was trying to see like he just got Garcia came on to replace Raya in goal. I think Simon played all of the Spain match against Serbia. I'm gonna double check that. Yeah, he did. So I feel like it was a test to see who's really going to be the second keeper at the World Cup and who's going to be the third.
Yeah.
So
Turkey
it is
qualified, by the way.
still 0-0 there. See, David Raya had one save from the only shot on target that Egypt got. He didn't have to face any corners. Mosquera's doing pretty solid. He's had 93 touches. One touch in the opposition box, which could have been one of the several corners that they've had. He's had two of two on his accurate long balls. He's won both of his duels, one ground duel, one aerial duel. He was fouled once, hasn't committed any fouls. Yeah, I'd say all in all, pretty good for the Arsenal Spaniards.
Yeah, fair enough. I think on that note, I think we'll get ourselves out of here. Because obviously extra time is going to get underway for Italy soon. I'm assuming that's going to extra time.
What?
I'm saying, is Italy gone to extra time now?
Yeah. Italy and Czechia versus Denmark.
Yeah. They're not going to stick around for half hour. I hope there's a goal and all that. I want to say thanks to Catherine popping in tonight, keeping me company for the last. God knows how long it was.
I provided entertainment because I couldn't watch the England game.
You didn't miss something, trust me.
No, based off of that scoreline, and based off of the
fact I was saying I celebrated a goal, it was for Victor Yoko, I not even watched it.
Yeah, 19. So England had 19 shots, 4 on target. They had 11 corners. And they had 33 touches in the opposition box. Here's Japan. 7 shots, 2 on target, 13 touches in the opposition box, and 1 corner.
Yep, just saying all that on my end, yeah.
England are shit. Sorry, England were shit in this game. If I'm looking at the stats and I'm seeing predominantly, light blue for England over the dark blue of Japan,
yeah,
I am expecting England to have a winning scoreline, and it is not.
And on that note, we're going to get ourselves out of you guys. Obviously, thanks, as I say, to Catherine and everyone in the chat as well. We're back tomorrow for Arsenal, Chelsea versus Arsenal, second leg of the UEFA Women's Champions League. Arsenal 3-1 up currently, Gav. Remember that 3-1 up. You have to win by 3 clear goals, Gav. Remember that. That ain't going to happen. Keep ramming it home to you.
So you need to bring the right socks tomorrow, and we'll be fine.
What was that?
Bring the right socks, and we'll be fine.
Oh yeah, exactly. And yeah, we've got that. That's tomorrow, and obviously from Thursday onwards, cross the bridge when we come to it. Saturday we've got FA Cup action and the Ren was back in action after the international break with Arsenal playing Southampton. In the FA Cup at St Mary's, that's a 5:30 kickoff. 5 o'clock we'll go around 5 o'clock just before 5 will go live, get the build up going on that. And then we've got as well Sunday, Arsenal playing Brighton in the FA Cup, the Women's FA Cup, sorry. Covering that as well. They've got plenty of content coming forward. Look, double Arsenal delight hopefully at the weekend. And we kick off from there basically. And there may be a show on Friday from George. I'll need to find out soon on that. Apart from that, though, take care, guys. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe. Please share the content. Share links to the channel. That would be massively helpful. Please. And we'll see you soon. And as always, up the Arsenal.